Welcome again. Let's see what is next in the mathematical methods. And this time we will discuss integral equation with kernel degenerate kernels. So, homogeneous Fredholm integral equation of second kind with separable or degenerate kernel. So, myself is Dr. Amanpreet Singh, PG Department of Mathematics, Khalsa College, Patiala, and for this lecture we must know about the degenerate kernels. What is meaning of degenerate kernels? स्टूडेंट असी ऑलरेडी जिहड़ा है वो डीजनरेट करनल बारे फस्ट जिहड़ा लैक्चर है वो डिस्कस किया सी बट आओ एक बार फिर देखिए कि डीजनरेट करनल की चीज़ है. डीजनरेट करनल है के एक्स टी दैट इज इक्वल टू समेशन आई फ्रॉम 1 to n जी आई एक्स इंटू एच आई टी. So, this is known as degenerate kernel. So, what we do in this lecture, this is homogeneous Fredholm integral equations of second kind with separable or degenerate kernels. In this lecture, we see that what is characteristic values. Characteristic values are also known as eigenvalues or characteristic numbers. Similarly, characteristic functions, we want to check whether what is characteristic functions or eigenfunctions. असी ये चीज़ें दोनों देखना चाहते हैं. Consider a homogeneous Fredholm integral equation of second kind, that is yx is equal to lambda integral a to b kxt yt dt. Students, be very careful. This kxt is a kernel and here it is this is a separable or degenerate kernels. This lambda is a parameter. So, now we see this parameter, what this parameter convey to us and how we degenerate these kernels. So, call it number 1. Then one has always obvious solution, that is yx is equal to 0, which is known as 0 or trivial solution of 1. The value of the parameter lambda for which one has non-zero solution. The value of parameter lambda, the value of lambda for which yx is not equal to 0 is known as eigenvalue, value of 1 or eigenvalue of kernel kxt. Further, if phi x is continuous and phi x is not equal to 0 on the interval a b and phi x is equal to lambda naught, it is just a notation lambda naught because it lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, we have so many eigenvalues, but I take the first one, that is lambda naught, integral a to b kxt phi t dt. Instead of yt we get phi t dt, then this is known as eigenfunction. This is known as eigenfunction. Then phi x is known as eigenfunction of 1 corresponding to eigenvalues lambda naught. Remark 1. The number lambda is equal to 0 is not an eigenvalue, since for lambda is equal to 0, it is obvious yx is equal to 0, which is a 0 solution. Remark 2. If the kernel kxt is continuous in the rectangle R, that is a is less than equal to x is less than equal to b and a is less than equal to t is less than equal to b, and the number a and b are finite, then to every eigenvalue lambda there exists a finite number of linearly independent eigenfunctions. That is, the number of such function is known as index of the eigenvalue. Different eigenvalue have different indices. So, let us see how this we can find. Remark 3. If phi x is eigenfunction of 1 corresponding to eigenvalue lambda naught, as we discussed earlier, then c phi x is also eigenfunction. C na multiply kar diya, there is that doesn't impact anything. Corresponding to the same eigenvalue, here c is arbitrary constant. So many times we see what is the arbitrary constant in the next numerical examples. So, example 4, a homogeneous Fredholm integral equation may generally have no eigenvalues and eigenfunctions, or it may not have any real eigenvalues and eigenfunctions. So, here the article is solution of homogeneous Fredholm integral equation of second kind with separable or degenerate kernels. Consider a homogeneous Fedorov integral equation of second kind, that is yx is equal to lambda a to b kxt yt dt. So, this, since kernel kxt is separable, and we see that what is definition of separability, that is kxt is equal to I from 1 to n fix into git. So, I put this value here. So, kxt, replace this kxt, and after replacing I just interchange this summation and integration. When summation and integration are interchanges, that means summation goes to outside, and this is yx is equal to lambda summation I from 1 to n fix a to b gi t and yt dt. So, this is the now we put the separable kernel. Let this git yt dt is equal to ci. So, all the numerical question, our first step is this thing. What is ci? Ci is equal to a to b git yt dt, and student, be very careful, this ci is 1 to n, that means the C1 is possible, C1 and 2 is possible, C1, C2, C3 is possible, C1, C2, C3, C4 are possible. In our exercise, we have only C1, C2 and C3 in some numerical question. Yx is equal to, yes, lambda I from 1 to n ci into fxi. I replace this value ci here. So, what we got, yx is equal to lambda summation I from 1 to n fi ci. So, what is yt? So, consider where constant ci from 1 to r are determined in order to find the solution of 1 in the form of given phi. So, this is the fifth equation, and we want to find this ci we want to find ci किमें find किया जाएगा. Then we proceed to evaluate ci as follows. Multiplying both sides of 5 successively by g1x, g2x and gnx, and integration over the interval a to b, we have just see a to b g1x yx not just multiply करता, a to b g1x is equal to lambda into I from 1 to n ci a to b g1x fi x dx. So, take it as a1 and g2, multiply with g2 integral a to b, and take it as both side and take it as a2. Similarly, so on gnx a to b gnx yx dx, and this side also a to b gnx fix dx an. So, let alpha ji is equal to alpha ji, this is alpha ji a to b gjx fix dx, where I from ij from 1 to 3 and so on n. Now, C1 is equal to, what is C1? That means 1 for 1 lambda I from 1 to n ci alpha 1 I. So, C1 is equal to lambda. Now, summation is expanded. When summation is expanded, this is C1, first part is I from 1 to n. So, C1 alpha 1 1, C1, C2 alpha 1 2, C3 alpha 1 3 and so on, Cn alpha 1 n. Similarly, so after simplification of this equation, and when we simplify this equation, I got this Ci shift to this side. When I shift Ci to this side, I got 1 minus lambda alpha 1 1 C1 minus this is alpha lambda alpha 1 2 C2 and so on is equal to 0. This is our first equation. Similarly, we may simplify a2, a3, a4 and so on an. Thus, we obtain following system of homogeneous linear equation to determine C1, C2, C3 and so on Cn. So, this we got system of linear equation. Here it is a symmetrical also, 1 minus lambda alpha 1 1 C1 minus lambda alpha 1 2 C2 and so on, and then we got minus lambda alpha 2 1 C1 plus 1 minus lambda alpha 2 2 C2 and so on, and similarly this. So, we want to find C1 C2 C3 from this system of linear equation. So, this system of linear equation we solve in plus 2 level also, in BSc level also, undergraduate level. For that we choose determinant. If this determinant coefficient of C1 C2 C3 and so on Cn, if this determinant is not equal to 0, then we have only trivial solution, that is C1 C2 and so on, Cn is equal to 0. We notice that one has only 0 or trivial solution, Yx is equal to 0. But if this dx is equal, d lambda is equal to 0, then we have infinitely many solutions of the integral equation. So, how we find this? Let us see. Those values of lambda for which d lambda is equal to 0, this is we have done in plus 2 level also. After plus 2 we see this in the algebra where we do Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So, d lambda is equal to 0 are called the eigenvalue, and any non-trivial solution of 1 is called a corresponding eigenfunction of 1. The eigenvalue of 1 are given by d lambda is equal to 0. So, this is equal to 0. So, this is our article. So, now come to the numerical question. Find the eigenvalues and eigenfunction of the homogeneous integral equation Yx is equal to lambda 0 to 1 e raised to power x e raised to power t yt dt. So, first of all we have to identify the kernel. Yx is equal to lambda 0 to 1 e raised to power x e raised to power t yt dt. So, I take e raised to power x common. So, this is 0 to 1 e raised to power t yt dt, and what is c? So, first part or our study of today's lecture is how we write c. Every time c is equal to that part which the integral take inside with t. So, integral of function of t, that is e raised to power t yt dt. Students, be very careful. बस असी यही देखना जिथे टी वाला फंक्शन है साडे कोल उन्होंने असी सिलेक्ट कर लांगे, और एक नुमेरिकल क्वेश्चन दे विच एक तो ज़्यादा सी भी हो सकते हैं. इत्थे साडे कोल इक्को ही सी है 0 to 1 e raised to power t yt dt. So, yx is equal to, then yx is equal to, when we substitute this value here, yx is equal to lambda, this is e raised to power x as such, and this value is c, and yt is equal to lambda c e raised to power t. So, substitute this yt here, substitute yt here. I repeat again, substitute this yt in this c and evaluate c. So, c is equal to 0 to 1 e raised to power t yt, yt is lambda c e raised to power t dt. And when we simplify it, this is c is equal to lambda c common e raised to power 2t, and integration of e raised to power 2t with respect to t is e raised to power 2t by 2 from 0 to 1, that is lambda c by 2. In when we put 1 we got e square, and when we put 0 e raised to power 0, that is e raised to power 1, c into, yes, shifting to this side. So, c into 1 minus lambda by 2 e raised to power 2 minus 1 is equal to 0. So, if c is equal to 0, yx is equal to 0, but if c is not equal to 0, 1 minus lambda by 2 into e raised to power 2 minus 1 is equal to 0. So, lambda is equal to 2 by e raised to power 2 minus 1. So, this yx is equal to, I substitute the value of this lambda, I got yx is equal to 2c by e raised to power 2 minus 1 into e raised to power x. Hence, corresponding eigenvalue is value of lambda, that is 2 by e square minus 1. There correspond the eigenfunction. Eigenfunction is what is written with this lambda, that is e raised to power x. So remarks, while writing eigenfunction, the constants 2c by e square minus 1 is taken in unity. So we will write only the function but not the its coefficient. So come to the next question, second example. Show that the homogeneous integral equation yx minus lambda 0 to 1 3x minus 2 t yt dt is equal to 0 has no characteristic numbers and eigenfunctions, neither eigenvalue nor eigenfunctions. So here yx is equal to, I shift this side and then now come to the yx is equal to 3x minus 2 is function of x. So we take it outside the integral and this becomes our c. What is c? Just see student, c is equal to 0 to 1 t yt dt, and I replace this yt, I replace this c here. So I got yx is equal to lambda c into 3x minus 2 and yt becomes the lambda c 3t minus 2. So c is equal to evaluation of c, we replace yt lambda c t into yt, yt is equal to 3t minus 2 dt, and when we integrate t square minus 2t, so integrate t square means t cube by 3 and 3 cancel, t 2t t square by 2, 2 and 2 cancel from 0 to 1 and we got c is equal to 0, and c is equal to 0 means it does not possess any characteristic number or eigen functions. Now find out another question, just see this question. Find the eigenvalue and corresponding eigenfunctions of the following integral, and the integral is yx is equal to lambda 0 to 1 2xt minus 4x square into yt dt. How we solve this question? So yx is equal to lambda 0 to 1 2xt minus 4xt into yt dt, and student must be note this very carefully. Now we have two c's, not single, because it contains a t function here. So we see that here we have two c's. So yx is equal to 2 lambda x 0 to 1 t yt dt minus 4x square lambda 0 to 1 yt dt. And what we do, this we take as c1 and this we take as c2. c1 is equal to 0 to 1 t yt dt and c2 is equal to 0 to 1 yt dt. So now we have to evaluate two c's, c1 and c2. How we do this? So first of all, what is yx? Yx is equal to, yes, yx is equal to 2 lambda c1, this is c1 x minus 4 lambda x square into c2. So yt is equal to 2 lambda c1 t minus 4 lambda c2 t square. Now how we evaluate c1 and how we evaluate c2 is our the importance of this question. So c1 is equal to t yt. What is yt? 2 lambda c1 t minus 4 lambda c2 tt square dt. So I just multiply with t and integration. So when we integrate t square, this is t square and here it becomes t cube, and integrate t cube by 3. So cube by 3 from 0 to 1, so it becomes 1 by 3, and here 4 by t 4 by 4 and 4 cancel, so I got 1. So this is our one part. And now c2, how we evaluate c2? c2 is equal to this, c2 is equal to yt only, and yt is 2 lambda c1 t minus 4 lambda c2 t square. And how we integrate 2 lambda c1 common dt and 2 into 1 plus 4 lambda t square, c2 shift to this side, is equal to 0. So coming to this, lambda into c1 t from 0 to 1 and c2 1 plus 4 lambda t cube by 3. So this is 1 plus 4 lambda by 3. What happened? From these two equations, this equation and this equation, we want to evaluate c1 and c2, and for this evaluation, this is t square by 2, so that 2 cancel. So for this, from these two equation, what we do, the coefficient of C1 and coefficient of C2 and coefficient of C1 and coefficient of C2, and we want to evaluate value of lambda. Determinant is equal to 0 and value of lambda becomes lambda square minus, on simplification of this determinant, and we got lambda is equal to minus 3 and minus 3. So hence eigen values are lambda 1 is equal to minus 3 and lambda 2 is also equal to minus 3. So first part of our question is we want to find eigen values, and eigen values are minus 3 and minus 3. So second part is how we to determine eigen function corresponding to lambda is equal to lambda 1 is equal to minus 3. So I replace the value as lambda 1 is equal to minus 3. So when I replace the value here, replace the value of minus 3 and minus 3, so I got these two equations. 3c1 minus 3c2 is equal to 0, minus 3c1 plus 3c2 is equal to 0. So I got c1 is equal to c2. So yx is equal to, what is yx? Yx is equal to 2c1 lambda 1 into x minus 2x square. So c1 minus lambda 1 is equal to minus 3. I put the value and I got this answer. So taking minus 6 c1 is equal to 1, this is eigen function that is equal to x minus 2x square. Student, if you have any doubt, then you can ask me anytime. So this is our first question which contains two values of c1 and c2. Now come to again, hence eigen function corresponding to the eigen value lambda 1 lambda 2 is equal to minus 3 is x minus 2x. Now come to the next example, and this example again the same procedure we follow up. Find the eigenvalues and eigenfunction of the homogeneous integral equation yx is equal to this 0 to pi cos square x cos 2t plus cos 3x cos cube t into yt dt. Just see, this is our question and I divide it into two parts. Integral is separable. So this is yx is equal to lambda cos square x 0 to pi cos 2t yt dt plus lambda cos 3x 0 to pi cos cube t yt dt. So what we do, first of all we write c1 and c2. So what is c1? c1 is equal to 0 to pi cos 2t yt, and what is c2? c2 is equal to 0 to pi cos 3t cube t yt dt, and this yx becomes, so be very careful, yx लास्ट असी ये वैल्यू पुट करनी, इतने भी इतने फस्ट क्वेश्चन भी इस तरह ही किया असी प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन yx इज इक्वल टू लैम्डा c1 cos square x plus lambda c2 cos 3x. So yx is equal to lambda c1 cos square x plus lambda c2 cos 3x. So how to evaluate c1 and c2? So yt is equal to lambda c1 cos square t plus lambda c2 cos 3t. How to evaluate lambda c1? c1 is 0 to pi cos 2t lambda c1 cos square t plus lambda c2 cos 3t dt. So just simplification, cos 2t cos square t and cos 2t cos 3t. So how to find the value of cos 2t cos square t? Is this procedure is this. I already student is known that this is the integral for question of integral calculus, and we change cos square t to 1 plus cos 2t by 2, again cos square t, and again cos square t is changed into 1 plus cos 4t by 2, and integration we got value of pi by 4. It's a simple question which we deal with in plus 2 levels. And similarly cos 2t and cos 3t, and here we multiply and divide by 2 and then apply CD formulas, and then we got this, it's become 0. So putting all these value here, c1 1 minus lambda into pi by 4 plus this value is 0, so integral is 0. I put this value here. Student might be note very carefully this integral and this integral. I evaluate both these integral and put the values In that we got C1 1 minus lambda pi by 4 plus 0 into C2 is equal to 0. So C2 I got C2. How we evaluate C2? C2 again multiply this with the yt is lambda C1 cos square t lambda C2 cos 3t, and we got 0 to pi cos 5t dt plus C2 lambda 0 to pi cos cube t cos 3t minus 1 dt. So what we do, first of all we evaluate cos 5t. Cos 5t is simple because using this property t with pi minus t we got this, and similarly cos cube t is into cos 3t we use formula of cos 3 cube t, and then evaluating this we have done in plus 2 level. So this is pi by 8. So again putting the values 0 with this of this and pi by 8 of this, we got 0 into C1 plus C2 into lambda pi by 8 minus 1 is equal to 0, and the previous value is 0 into C1 plus C2 into 1 minus this is pi minus 1 minus lambda into pi by 8, taking negative common. So previous value is C1 in 1 minus lambda pi by 4 plus 0 C2, and this value. On simplify these two, for the value of lambda we take determinant. Determinant is 1 minus lambda pi by 4 0 and 0, 1 minus pi lambda pi by 8 is equal to 0. When we simplify them, this lambda is 4 by 5 and lambda is equal to 8 by pi. So first part of our question is eigenvalues. So we find the eigenvalues. Lambda is equal to 4 by pi and lambda is equal to 8 by pi. So this is the first eigenvalue and this is second eigenvalue. Now come to the determine the eigenfunction corresponding to the eigenvalue. Lambda is equal to lambda 1 4 by pi. So I replace the value of lambda is equal to 4 by pi. We got 0 in here in this equation. This is lambda 4 by pi cancel. We got 1 minus 1 0 and we got this value. And similarly I put the value in second equation. And we got this here 0 into C1 1 by 2 C2. So putting this value here we got yx is equal to lambda C1 cos square x, and what is C1? C2 is 0, so nothing to do with C2, and C1 is not 0, so this we got 4 by pi C1 cos square x. C1 is arbitrary, so setting 4 by pi into C1 is equal to 1, we got y1x is equal to cos square x. Here student be very careful, C1 is arbitrary where C2 is equal to 0. So I got eigenvalue is 4 by pi and eigenfunction, the coefficient is 1 of this yx, so we got cos square x. Now determination of eigenfunction corresponding to the lambda is equal to 8 by pi. Lambda is equal to 8 by pi. Again putting here, I got this value as minus C1 0 and 0 and 0. So C1 is 0 from first equation, but C2 is arbitrary. Putting this value yx is equal to this, C2 is arbitrary. So what is eigenvalue? Eigenvalue is 8 by pi and eigenfunction is cos 3x, because this has take as 1. So this has take as 1, eigenfunction is cos 3x. So this is our second question, which is a tough one related to the others. So hence y1x is equal to cos square x and y2x is equal to cos 3x are the required eigenfunctions corresponding to the eigenvalue. Lambda 1 is equal to 4 by pi and lambda 2 is equal to 8 by pi. So after this we need to solve some questions, more questions, and I suppose that students will do these questions. I stop this lecture here with this question. So student can try this question. If any problem is there, so I can do that.